Hello, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and I welcome you to this weekly update for the mid of March. And this is from the 10th of March to the 16th of March. We talk about the global astrology, then about Bitcoin with members. We dive also into Ethereum, altcoins, and the Gold and Silver Index XAU. Just a opening speech, so to speak. Prepare for a roller coaster. We have the blood moon lunar eclipse on the 14th of March. This is UTC time zone, and let's see what we can expect. Can we really expect the crypto summer with good weather and stable temperatures? So let's see. Before we start, I would like to make an announcement, and this refers to the fact that some altcoins are considered in the crypto reserve in the US, and this is an important milestone for our industry. I would say it's really something that is moving towards a larger capital, and we need to take that into account. That being said, I would like to say that I would come up with some yearly reports that you can purchase, and they will be really discounted at launch. So I will have more details in the description below, and I would like to announce two of them for now. It's XRP Ripple that I would like to consider, and we have also Dogecoin as the leading meme coin on sale now, and we will see what perspectives we have. I want also to say that Solana is already available for you if you are interested, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum, links in the description below. The next one that I would announce soon on my list is ADA Cardano, which had even over 60% surge in a day after the news, and I think these are important to consider for the upcoming months. Thank you. As always, a kind reminder for the global astrology and in general for BTC as well. I would like to remind you the fact that we do have the weekend astrology playing out most likely on Mondays. For example, last weekend we did have a lot of action on Sunday that was really following the astrology for the weekend, but this might not be the case. So in most of the cases, we do have some, let's say, spill of the astrology from the weekend. And for BTC, you might be aware it's not the best. I filmed this on the 6th of March, and we have 9th of March, the weekend, with a strong negative influence from Saturn, which is also long term, but it's really an enabler for price drops in general. So be cautious, and we expect some of this negative energy to play out also in the next week. But now let's go to the fresh, clean slate of this week. And on the 10th, like it's an invitation and a confirmation of this, to have the Sunday astrology playing out. We do not have at global astrology level a strong day level aspect. So it will be only the hourly aspects which will shape the price action, and I think most likely we will get some from the negativity on a Sunday. We will get it on Monday. Then we do have the first important aspect of the week, which is a positive one on the 11th of March. Who follows me on Twitter might have seen that, so on X, sorry. It is really a very good aspect, it's quite strong in terms of astrology, and it is Mercury conjunct Venus. This will really instill recovery, I would say, because I really expect some drops and then a growth afterwards. It is a conjunction that is special because we do have also the cancellation of debilitation for Mercury. Mercury together with Venus in Pisces in the sidereal zodiac, making a niche Banga yoga. And Venus is very bright in the sky. It's very, very powerful. It's also retrograde now, so even more powerful, which means that we can have a price uplift on a Tuesday. So of course it depends what kind of drops do we get in the beginning of the week. Then we do have Wednesday, unfortunately, with a negative aspect, which is a Sun-Saturn conjunction. So if Mercury and Venus gave us a lot of courage and enthusiasm towards trading, because Mercury is trading and Venus is cryptocurrency, as you know. Also, it's about news that might be positive, Mercury being news. We do have a slowdown through some regulatory measure or some news from people in authority. It is Saturn conjunct Sun. Sun is the government and Saturn is the law. It's a restrictive influence, basically, that would really be exact on Wednesday. This is March 12th. And the big day of the eclipse, I want to go a bit into it. And this is already Friday. It is a very interesting day because it is half negative and half positive. Now we will see how this will play out. It is a volatile day, and in the global astrology we do have a Sun sextile Uranus in the sky, which is a positive aspect, but it's like instilling volatility. It's this fire energy, how I call it, because it's not predictable. You don't know how far it will go, and especially when it will really happen. We do have, of course, an exact time for it, but usually it has some leeway before and after. It is the most unpredictable type of aspect, actually. But sextile is the finger of God, so it will be a good recovery afterwards, I would say, because it is important to take into account that we don't have only negative energy. Still, I would like to raise attention on the days especially on the 12th, and we have also 14th, which is negative, and it is really important to have your stop losses on those dates if you want to trade or really to see what happens afterwards. Basically, after the eclipse, things will get better, at least at day level. We have good influences. The weekend is not eventful, so the 15th and the 16th, therefore, I don't give details about them because this will be completely shaped by the BTC horoscope. So you are welcome to consider it if you are interested. So on Patreon, we do have it 1 month in advance. So this is what I wanted to share with you in terms of the lunar eclipse. In case you didn't see my previous video, I will link it here for your reference so that you can have a look in detail at the astrology and also what can we expect on the day. I want also to say that eclipses have a long influence in time. It will be at least 3 months for a lunar eclipse to unfold. So it's not only what happens on that day. With this, I want to thank you for your attention, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel, and until next time, be joyful. See you. My dear Patreon and Telegram subscribers, welcome to this weekly update for Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and XAU, the Gold and Silver Index. And before I start, I would like to kindly ask you to vote on the custom altcoin that basically it's not custom, it's the new altcoin that we want to consider in the blue chip. And we decided to remove poll according to your votes, and now we proposed Stella Lumens XLM and Ada Cardano, which was included in the US reserve. So we have already some votes, but if you still want to do that, please use these days, and I will start preparation for April. Therefore, I want to know exactly what to include. Thank you so much for that, and now I would like to dive into our agenda and start with Bitcoin. I'd like to zoom out a bit. This is the one-day chart for Bitcoin. And as you can see, lately we did have a retest of the 3 SMMAs, and we are now below it. I would say that currently on the 6th of March, we do have a bullish divergence formed in this chart. And this would really see the fact that we will not have, I think, another lower low. Yes, we know what is ahead, but you see that it is really something that we can expect around, let's say, 79K-ish in the worst case. So I would really expect that we retest another low. That would be the pattern, but not really going lower than that. And I would still expect to stay above the 200 SMMA, which is depicted here in red. Now I would like to go into some, days just to synchronize stuff, because the next week is very important, as we said. I do have here a sync for indices, actually, which I don't consider, as you might be aware from my updates, but it's important this day of the 12th, that I see really, of course, the trigger, the beginning for Bitcoin would be on the 9th, that we have negative astrology. We get to that in a bit, but I want to raise attention in the middle of the week here. This is Nasdaq, with which Bitcoin has been strongly correlated in the last month, at least in the majority during the year, and also in 2024. We have this history, and therefore it's notable to say that we see also this negative influence on the day. Of course, it's mixed. It will have a fast recovery afterward. I think this will be the case, but just be aware that the drops could be really triggered by some overarching market event, not really linked directly with Bitcoin. And as a double confirmation for that, I want to show you the S&P 500 as well, where on the 12th it's neutral, but we do have also 3 red moon crescents, which show temporary drops during the day that would be pretty significant, maybe happening in steps, one after each other. So also this index shows weakness. It could be some news, some policy update that is not really well digested by the market, as we see a lot of drama lately, and just be aware of that. Finally, we arrive at Bitcoin. I think the big picture is here very important, as we see that it moves like the stock market lately. We do have on the 9th the negative aspect and volatility also upwards, showing a brief recovery that will happen in the next days. But actually we don't have much to say about the week. We have the gray days, which again are neutral, and we do have volatility. The fires, the normal ones, they are market fires, so they are valid for everybody, so it's like a volatile day. And we do have also Bitcoin fire. So on the 9th, we see some recovery afterwards. And here on the 13th, so we do have a negative Bitcoin fire, which is triggered during the day. So another dump that is coming just before the eclipse. On the 14th, the day of the eclipse, as we said, in the global astrology, it is good weather, but it's also volatile. So suddenly after drops, we will have a big move upward. I would say could be big depending on the volume. It will be still on Friday. And yes, we do have the eclipse energy. So astrologically, it should be a powerful day. So I would expect transaction volume as well. The single caveat being that the next day, which is Saturday, we will have on the 15th of March Mercury turning retrograde. So Mercury will slow down. It's also very powerful still in a conjunction with Venus, which is quite fresh because it took place on the 11th, so 4 days ago, which means that we have some protection from the drops, I would say, but it could be that they really come on Monday. So despite of the fact that we do have here a neutral day with positive weather, and we have here also on Sunday a green aspect in the BTC horoscope, we might still see some shake up in the beginning of the next week, but we will tell more in the next update. And this is what I see for this week for Bitcoin, and now I would like to go into ETH. Because some of you asked me about ETH as the big picture, yes, we do see the promising long-term aspects, but it's still really constrained by BTC. Taking into account what happened until now, I filmed this on the 6th, I do think we have really to wait until the end of May for Ethereum to take off. And this is because of the nodes and the fact that it's still very slow. I don't have other explanation, but in case you missed my previous video, which is what is happening with Ethereum, I will link it here so that you have a look at this blockage or longer term things. Also March, I would say, is not the best still. Even in April, we do have aspects from Mars towards ETH, which are not the best, and Mars is out of bounds. I relate more in that video. So it seems that they are really powerful, and despite of the positive aspects, but they still remain active, especially the one on the 11th, so which will be valid for roughly 4 to even 6 months ahead. I think we should be prepared that Ethereum will increase in the upcoming months. But this week, I would say how it looks like. I really hope, because anyway it's down a lot, that it won't really drop like Bitcoin, that it will be less. It looks really better. As you can see, we still have green days, so the long-term aspect on the 11th maybe doesn't matter so much, but on the 12th you see the bright moon crescents. For the new ones, please have a look at the financial cheat sheet that I really attach here, so that you have a quick glance, a quick reference at the significance of the symbols. So these are increases that are at hourly level during the day. The eclipse has a positive aspect with Ethereum on the day, and the weekend is also not bad, with daily aspects which are really positive. So I would say that something should really happen sooner or later. Maybe this aspect on the 11th will be enabled in the next week when BTC will also be synchronized with this. We do have the Neptune Jupiter sextile, and I will talk more about it in the next update for Bitcoin. So now I would like to go a bit into altcoins. It is a dangerous week, as we see. It is difficult to make recommendations, but Doge and Solana do have bullish aspects in their charts. So if they get desynchronized from BTC for a brief period of time, they might go up. So this is important. Have a look at the days, and for the gold and platinum tier members, please have a look at the custom altcoins because action starts to begin, so you can consider if TA allows after this shake up of the markets that we expect. At least let's see the magnitude, if it's worthwhile to consider, because some of them do have very detailed astrology, which is quite positive. So we do have the custom altcoins entry in PDF in the text format for the gold tier members, and the very detailed astrology with head-to-head comparison with the market and BTC for the platinum tier members. I would like to remind you about this. Another one that I want to really recommend, because I really checked it, it raised my attention, P network. It is also looking promising, and I saw that it's pretty resilient to BTC drops, at least lately it was. So have a look at that if you are interested. XAU. Interestingly enough, we do have a drop here as well. You see the long-term aspect on the 12th. It's a red week, also after the eclipse on the 15th and on the 9th, synchronized with BTC. So I'm afraid, hopefully no geopolitical event that happens, because we see too many things with the drop on the 12th for S&P 500, Nasdaq, and gold, the XAU, the Gold and Silver Index as well. So here I think it will not be significant due to the long-term aspect that is positive and happened a week before, and this one is very strong still, but I would advise caution, and it is clear that we'll have some market event influencing all markets and not only crypto. As closing thoughts, I would like to add the fact that we do have a challenging week, unfortunately, again, and it is important to have stop losses if you still want to trade. I want to advise caution on the 12th, especially where we see synchronization with Nasdaq, and also S&P doesn't look so good, and it is important also to consider for buying some dips for the future if you are convinced by the TA and the price levels that are reached on the day. I really see 12th as the beginning, at least, of a sort of market event. I don't think it will be linked only to crypto, maybe another news about another policy in the US that would really trigger some turmoil. And the eclipse day is also challenging, at least half of it, but after that you can expect recovery. So this is what I wanted to share. I wish you a successful week ahead, and I'm very grateful for your loyalty and support. See you.